Hello, and thank you for joining me. Today I'll be making smothered chicken. Let's get started. So here I have a whole chicken that I've cut up, washed and everything, of course. And here I have some vegetables that I'm going to cook with the chicken. And I have onions, some mushrooms. These are baby portobellos. You can use whatever kind you like. And I have just a few green onions and red onions because the green onions are too potent for me, so I try not to use too much, depending on really what I'm cooking. And here I have some fresh garlic that I've sliced up. And so, onto the chicken, I have some half and half, some half olive oil and some half vegetable oil. And I'm just going to add some on the top, not a whole lot. And some garlic powder. And you know what? This is just new one. I have an oak one somewhere. Just want to season this chicken up. I have my oven preheating at 375 too. While I get this done. Onion powder. A lot because I'm only doing one side, and then I'm going to rub it all together. You'll see. Some pepper. Come on, there you go. This is pretty slow. That's why I'm using this much. And here I have some bouillon. Chicken bouillon. I'm going to sprinkle some of that on here. Maybe just this entire half a pack. That's quite enough. Because this is, well, it's kind of salty, so you have to be careful with this kind right here. I'm going to, can you still see? You know, just make sure it's all over. Smells good already, and I haven't even started cooking it. Smells really good. Wash my hands off. And we're just going to layer our onions and you know, you can add any kind of vegetable you like. This is just what I like to use on my smothered chicken. Just all over. And then again, I'm just going to lightly season just with the powder, with the onion powder, the garlic powder, even though we have fresh garlic in there. Okay. And some more pepper. And I'm going to cover this with some aluminum foil. I prefer the heavy. And we're going into the oven. It'll probably be there for about, probably be cooking for about an hour and some, but we'll see. Okay, this chicken has been cooking for about an hour, and what I'm going to do next is I'm going to remove my chicken and set it aside because we're going to make this, the juices, our gravy. Okay, I removed the chicken and set it aside, And here I have a flour slurry. It's nothing but flour and water. I'm going to let this heat up a little more, and then we'll begin to make our gravy. If you feel like you have too much fat from the chicken, you can always drain it off, or if you have a grease separator, you can use it. Just take your spoon and kind of spoon it off. See? Just spoon some of that oil off. But I'm just going to take a little bit off. But I'm going to leave a little bit because that's flavor. That's enough there. Okay, we're going to add, I turned it down, let me turn it back up. We're going to add some in. Sorry if that's not good on your ears. Hold on. That should be a little bit easier on your ears. Excuse me. And I have some chicken broth. Be careful. Every pan won't sit on the top of the stove like that. Like a glass and stuff. You got to make sure it's tempered. So don't do it if you're not sure. Just pour it in another pan to make your gravy. Heat this on up. Let me add some seasonings. I'm going to taste it. I usually stick my finger in. It's mine. I can if I want to, but I'm going to use a spoon. Let me see. That's good, but I'm still going to add some more flavors. I'm going to add some more chicken broth because I have quite a bit of chicken too. It's cooled down because this is cold, so it has to heat back up. Okay, we brought that to a boil. If it's not to your thickness, your likeness, you can just add some more slurry, flour and water. Now I have some vegetable bouillon because I like those. But you can add in the chicken bouillon or whatever you choose. I'm going to add a few of those. And like I always say, taste it. Just to make sure that you're not adding too much. But you don't want it to be too salty. That's the worst ever. So I'm going to add some of what we season the chicken with. It's okay. Some onion powder. And some garlic powder. Open, open, open. And some pepper. Stir, and then we're going to taste. Let me see to make sure we don't need anything else. It's pretty good. I'm going to add in another bouillon though. That should do it for that. And one more thing. Some gravy brown. I like my gravy to have a little bit of color. That's absolutely up to you. Some people like light gravy with their chicken. It really doesn't matter to me. I like it. It just seems like it's more flavorful. I just like the color of it, a darker brown gravy. And those things you see in there, that's just from the meats, the different, you know, the different vegetables that I had, and the juices from the meat, that's all. That's pretty good. So I'm going to add the meat back in. Okay, I've turned it off. I'm adding the meat back in. And we're going to cover it back up. And we're going to let it cook some more. To me, the longer you cook chicken, the more tender, so I don't mind. I just let it cook away till I'm satisfied. So it kind of falls off the bone for me. Kind of, sort of. And I'm going to add back in the juices. And no, this is not a pan that the chicken was in. You can buy these at the dollar store. And maybe other places, but that's the only place that I know is the dollar store. Can you see? Can you see? We're just going to let that cook down. I'm going to put it in the oven and let it cook. Cover it up with your foil. Put it back into the oven and let it get more flavorful and thicker. Okie doke. I forgot one thing, guys. Sorry. The cream of chicken. I do apologize. You see how I have to put it in this way, but it's okay. It'll all cook together. And I have some rice I'm going to serve on the side. And some veggies. Okay, this is going back into the oven. It's good. Okay, that's been going for about another 40 minutes. And that's all set. We're going to put some on a plate. Okay, I can only tell you how good it tastes. You're going to have to cook some yourself to really know. But believe me, it's delicious. Put a couple of those. And a sprinky dink of fresh parsley. And there you have it. Smothered chicken. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. I had a good time. I hope you did too. And remember to pray. And then pray some more. Pray for her. Pray for him. Pray for you. Pray for them. Pray for us. Don't stop praying. And if you like this video, even a little bit, could you give me a thumbs up? Could you share? Could you subscribe and hit that bell? And most of all, could you comment? I would love to hear from you. Well, until next time, eat well and be well. Later.